This perspective must be accepted in order to shift our minds from a state of dependency on a master to dependency on ourselves for mastery. Write that down, people. I cannot stress enough. This book is freaking powerful. Powerful book. Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video breakdown, this is going to be a very detailed video showing you all some ins and outs of the private CYPRX community and some messages that I get behind the scenes, going over the mentality of individuals and how there is really a certain onset of individuals in this world that live amongst the population that will never become successful because of the mindset that they hold. And I want to really show you all how, in order to become successful, you need to have a completely different mindset than 99% of individuals in the general herd. We're going to be reading some examples from one of my most favorite books. I'm going to be showing you all some video clips, and I'm also going to be showing you all some inside messages that I get from within the private CYPRX community on a day-to-day basis. And then at the end of this video breakdown, I'm going to show you all some passive income that I'm making in the DeFi ecosystem. Again, stick around for the entirety of this video breakdown if you are a real individual, real recognized real, and you will tap into the information that I'm attempting to show you all here today. So we're going to start. And again, this video might tick some people's nerves. If you're soft, if you have a soft shell, if you can't handle constructive criticism and you don't have a high teachability index and the ability to step outside of your own ego and change yourself for the better, then this video breakdown is going to irritate you. It's not going to do anything for you. Click off this video now and go away, because to watch the rest of this video breakdown, you're going to need to have a strong mindset. You're going to need to have the ability to stick around for an entire lengthy video of an individual like myself who's just trying to show you all the realness of what you can accomplish if you understand the power of your own mind. So let's tap in, okay? I'm going to share a screen with you all, and we're just going to start by reading some things that I posted to you guys previously on the X Space. So here is a post where I said, and this is the video now, I'm going to make a mindset video that's probably going to hurt some people's feelings, but honestly, I'm tired of being soft with people that need to toughen up their mentality, okay? These markets are international financial markets. And if you can't take time to build a solid psychological foundation, you will fail in these markets, regardless if you are a trader and or an investor. Your mindset and your perspective on life 100% will make or break you in these markets. This is not some child's play space where everyone wins a trophy. If you suck mentally because you play the victim role, always blaming external factors in life instead of looking deep within inside yourself, you will lose all of your starting capital or quit on yourself and call crypto, trading, and investing a scam. And I'm going to physically show you all examples of this via emails that I get behind the scenes in the CYPRX community on a day-to-day basis. The market eats weak people alive every single day. And this is real for real life as well. In real life eats weak people every single day, destroys them mentally, breaks them down, quits, okay? They quit on themselves. If you are weak mentally, you will be treated by the markets no differently. And everyone in this community must understand that. People come into these markets expecting handouts when people like myself, as an example, have put in years of work. I myself have been a market participant for going on 9 years now. Years of suffering, years of studying, years of live testing a strategy. And people will still think that they can come up against people like myself or other successful people in this community, i.e. the CYPRX community, and also some of the smartest algorithms in the world, and actually beat the markets. You're delusional. So I said you are dead wrong. You have to be teachable if you want to become successful in life, in entrepreneurship, in business, and investing in general. You have to abolish your ego, step outside yourself, and understand that you do not know it all. No matter how much you think you know, you do not know it all, okay? Abolish your ego. You have to have a purpose. Wake up every morning, be purpose-oriented, be purpose-driven, move with a purpose. You have to be goal-oriented. You have to have willpower. You have to embrace failure. Failure is necessary in order for you to achieve massive milestones in your trading, investing, and entrepreneurship career. You have to be organized and you have to be mentally fortified or you will not succeed. So that's what we're going to lay the foundation of this call with today. First, okay, I'm going to show you the example of some negative pessimistic individuals. Again, 99% of individuals have this mindset. What I'm attempting to do with CYPRX is teach individuals how to tweak and change this mindset. So I'm going to show you a physical live example via some emails that I get in my email, okay? How it started, how the conversation went, show you, pick apart how this individual needs to change their perspective and their mindset. Then I'm going to play some video clips for you guys of other individuals on the internet space complaining, playing the victim mentality and blaming external factors instead of looking deep within inside themselves and changing their circumstances. And then I'm going to show you the CYPRX path. I'm going to show you individuals from within inside our private community, show you commentary from within inside our membership, and show you the mindset that you're going to need to have moving forward, the mindset of individuals within inside CYPRX that they have, that's pushing them and driving them forward. And then again, towards the end of this video, I'm going to show you all a real quick example of how all these individuals that are complaining about all these external factors as to why they can't become successful, how just by simply applying themselves properly and educating themselves properly, they can overcome their situation, and how I am currently doing that now. Just one example. So let's jump in. This is, my personal email, okay? And I'm calling this individual out because, like I mentioned in this post, I'm done being soft with people. I'm done putting up with this crap. It's disrespectful, it's disgusting, and this mindset needs to stop, especially if you watching want to become successful. So Nasir Black, and I'm going to read the entire email log for you guys. So again, stick around because this is going to be a lengthy call, but it's necessary. It's necessary for the adoption and the evolution for you to evolve into a better individual, to see this, to see from a mentor's perspective, who's been a mentor in the game for 4 years now and market participant for going on 9 years now, what I deal with behind the scenes, but then the positivity that I also deal with. Nasir Black messaged the CYPRX customer support and said, I saw Aquaman, my business partner, on Twitter claiming that if we sign up for the Wealth 28 Club at $28, we can access the Discord. Now the Discord is asking, for $70 to access the Discord. Shake my head. I want my money back. Feels like a scam. Before we even continue to read this conversation, as an individual, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a trader, and as an investor in this space, reading this message, I've already determined that this individual will never, ever, ever be successful. Why? Because they can't even read a freaking website, people. They can't even, before they purchase something, take it upon themselves to go and actively look into what it is that they're getting themselves involved in. And I'm going to show you an example. So keep in mind in this message that they sent me, and I'm going to read my responses. I'm going to read the whole entire message. They said, I saw Aquaman on Twitter claiming that if we sign up for Wealth 28 Club, we can access the Discord. Now the Discord is asking for $70 to access it. Okay. Shake my head. I want my money back. Let's just go over and look at our website. Okay. So the first thing that they said is that in this message, that the Wealth 28 Club, joining the Wealth 28 Club gives you access to the Discord. If you go over to our website and you read, you simply just take some time out of your freaking day to read something, a service that you're looking to get into, and you read. Look at what it says right here. Note, right on our website, it says, the Wealth 28 Club and CYPRX monthly Discord are two separate services, each offering unique features. If you wish to access the CYPRX monthly Discord, please note that it requires an additional monthly fee. So if this individual had read the website before joining our program, they would have already known that. And again, full circle this, I know that this is the boring stuff, but I'm going to blow your mind as the mindset that this individual has, okay? And how they're failing themselves mentally. They're never going to become successful. The second thing that they mentioned is that now the Discord, they wanted to go access it, is charging them $70, which it does not. The Discord monthly service for CYPRX only charges you $70 if you decide to sign up for the Discord with an iOS device, an Apple device, because Apple, for some odd reason, I don't know why, it's out of our control, charges you an extra fee for using an Apple device. And if you go and read our website right here, what does it say? Because again, here you can read all the Discord services. It says, note, device-specific fees may apply to our monthly program enrollment. For iOS users, there is an additional 30% surcharge due to Apple's policies. These charges are determined by your device's platform, not by CyberX. To avoid these surplus charges, enroll into the Discord on a computer or laptop device. So on our website, there literally is a note that teaches you how to, again, not be charged an extra 30% if you want to access our Discord. Okay, so keep in mind, the problems that this individual messaged me with are both solved by 2 annotations on our website if they would have taken the time to go and read. So now that you have the prerequisite before I jump into this conversation with this individual, because he's literally an idiot, honest to God, I don't like calling people idiots, but this person is dead serious, an idiot, and will never be successful because they don't believe in themselves, they don't have the ability to be teachable, and they don't have the ability to think outside the box. So right off the bat, before we even get into the conversation, I've already shown you how this person could have fixed their own problem by applying themselves properly. But now let's get into the conversation. So being the business person I am, I said, send me the DM on Twitter because the individual said that he saw Mr. Aquaman claiming this, right? That if they sign up for the Wealth 28 Club, they'll get access to the Discord as well. I said, gladly, send me a DM on Twitter and I will gladly send you your $28 back. Make sure that you read our website clearly, my friend, cyprxtrading.com, right? And I showed them the screenshot of the annotation where it mentions, again, here on our website, it states clearly that these are 2 separate services. Make sure that before you purchase anything, you are clearly reading all of the features, right? Also on our website, it clearly states that if you're utilizing an Apple device to sign up for Discord, it charges you an extra fee that is out of our control. Then the individual replied back and said, it's not about reading. It's not about 28 bucks. Reading and what he said are 2 different things. So this person could not prove to me that Mr. Aquaman on Twitter said this because I know for a fact Mr. Aquaman didn't. But again, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. And if he provided the link where Mr. Aquaman said that, which if he said it on Twitter, it would still be there, I would give him his $28 back. So I said, show me the post where he said the same thing, because I can guarantee you he didn't say anything like that. DM me on Twitter so I can give you your money back. And here he goes on to say, you think I need your lecture or your instructions, bro? I literally said what I heard the man say. He said, if you join the Wealth 28 Club, you can have access to the Discord, period. You are attempting to play on words versus honor. Your word is crazy to me. Teach your children, not me. So let's pause right there. This person is attempting to sign up for the CYPRX Wealth 28 Club where we teach people about DeFi, but telling me in his messages not to teach him. How much sense does that make, people, please? And again, like I mentioned, this person's issues would have been completely solved had he have just read through the website thoroughly. Bottom line is, stop with the bullcrap upsell strategy and be upfront. Right here, we're not trying to upsell anybody. We clearly mention on the CYPRX website that the Discord and the Wealth 28 Club offer 2 completely separate services, and you can go and read through those services on the website. So we're not trying to upsell anybody. He said, be upfront. If you would have read our website, we are very upfront. We're not hiding anything. The information's right there, had you have read, right? So I said right here, you signed up to be a student of CYPRX, yet you are telling me not to teach you. What sense does that make? You also flat out disrespected me and my brand by not reading clearly what you signed up for, and then carried on to call it a scam just because you did not understand fully what you paid for, which could have been solved if you read 2 paragraphs on our website. You also laid false claims because Mr. Aquaman had never on any platform said that you get access to Discord by joining the Wealth 28 Club. There's no upsell strategy here. The services are completely separate and offer 2 completely different features. Again, something you would have known if you thoroughly have read through the website before purchasing our course package. This was never an argument. This was me telling you, a disrespectful customer, how you could have solved the problem you created for yourself. If you own multiple businesses, because they claimed in this message right here, I own multiple businesses. I said, if you own multiple businesses and someone reached out to you calling your product a scam just because they didn't read your website properly, don't you think that that would tick you off a bit? I said, you have a good day. I hope to see you change your mentality, because honestly, the way you came at this entire thing is not proper mentality to have when trying to become a successful market participant. Okay. So I wanted to share this with you all, because this mindset right here, where the individual, simply because they just did not read a website, is going to miss out on such a massive opportunity to change their life financially, because they didn't read and because they think that what we offer here at CYPRX is a scam because of the extra charge for our Discord, and because they saw it go up in value, because on our website it says it's $49.99, but again, they used an Apple device which charges you an extra 30%, making it $70. You see how stupid and idiotic this is. Now I'm going to show you some video breakdowns of some other individuals on the internet space who have the same victim mentality. Boo-hoo. The world is against me. I can't make it out. I can't fix anything. I'm never going to become successful. I'm never going to be rich. I can't afford every average day goods. I just can't. I can't. Wah. Here it is.
Are you ready for me to ruin your day, just like my day was ruined? Okay, so I was scrolling on TikTok, and I came across this one woman who asked the question, if you're in your 20s and 30s, how much money do you have in savings? So the majority of it was very serious. Obviously, there was some levity involved, but unfortunately, the majority of us have 0 to 200 to 1,000, and then it goes back down because something else happens, right? So as I'm on this journey of getting out of debt, which I've accomplished, as you know, and then trying to build enough money in my savings. My goal for me is $10,000, but I asked our dear friend ChatGPT, and I have some very bad news. As a 30-year-old person, we should be having around $79,000 to $88,000 in our savings account right now. That is not including retirement or anything along those lines. So it looks like I might have to reevaluate this car living and go even more, not eat, do any of that stuff. Well, we have 2 Chainz on the other hand, who is buying YSL belt buckles. I am very proud of myself for getting out of debt and having some money in savings, but dang, man, like $79,000 to $88,000. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible.
That I am in my 20s right now. I'm in my 20s and I want a house. I want kids. I want to get married. I want to start a life. I want to do all of these things that seem so financially out of reach and seem like they are never going to get any better. And I was talking to my parents about this, and I'm like, Taylor, it was hard for us. It's going to be hard for your kids too. But at the same time, I feel like we're in such a unique time, and I'm not even talking for just people in my age group right now. I'm talking about for everybody in the world. And I think that it's because, and this is my personal take and maybe your personal take too, but I feel like we are playing into a hand that all of us are playing into a hand that the government so desperately wants us to play into to make us weak. And this hand is not knowing or ignoring the fact that united we stand, divided we fall. And I feel like so many of us are jumping into a category of Republican or liberal, or I voted for this or I voted for that, or I'm against this or I'm against that we forgot that we're all on the same team. And we're so divided. I think we've never been more divided, especially in my country. And
anyone else can relate to this, but I just got off my 9-to-5 job and I want to go home and I want to go to bed.
Like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around how things are going right now, because it's like, it's pretty hopeless for this generation, for us that are trying to start our lives and get a place. It's like, rent is absolutely insane. You can't save any money to be able to buy a place. They don't want us to own anything, and they literally want to like destroy your dreams of starting a life.
Now you have a job that you hate and you still can't afford life, and you're still fucking miserable, and you can't pay any of your bills, and you just feel lied to because you thought that if you just went to college and got a degree, you'd be able to afford a house and like things that make you happy.
I had to apply to a second serving job to work on the weekends because my full-time job that I work from Monday to Friday, 40 hours a week, does not pay the bills enough. So now I have to get a second job serving, and I'm so upset because I thought the whole point of working the one full-time 9-to-5, 40 hours a week was supposed to fulfill myself enough to where I can pay bills and live comfortably, and now I can't do that anymore.
I'm trying so hard and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't need much to be happy. I just want to be able to live comfortable.
I don't need to be rich, but I would like a backyard someday.
The system is just not made for us, for someone like me. How come you can't make it a point where everyone can thrive, right? How come you can't make it where everyone feels safe and has food on the table for them and a roof over their head? Why do we need to go by this fucked up system that honestly just doesn't work for most of us?
I don't want to feel like I'm wasting away. I don't want to feel like I'm part of the matrix, but maybe I am.
Okay. Reverting back to my original post. These individuals, the 4 people that I just mentioned and a couple other, give or take here or there, the videos that I just showed you and the individual that emailed me, They need to do this. They have this victim mentality and they will never become successful because of their mental state of mind. Have you ever heard the quote, "You are what you eat"? Well, it's the same thing in life. You reap that which you sow. If you put negativity into the universe, if you put out statements like, "I will never be rich, I will never be financially free, I will never be physically fit, I will never be mentally fortified," you will become that. That will become your reality. You understand? That will become your existence. So all these individuals, for example, this lady here, who at the end of her spiel went on to say that she's never going to become successful financially. This individual here and all the individuals in these clips talking about how they can't afford anything, that they will never be able to afford anything. Why? Because they don't think they can. This person here complaining about wanting a house, wanting kids, and getting married, but then saying that it seems so financially out of reach. It's only financially out of reach because you are not educating yourself properly on how to make it financially in reach. Do you understand? This person will always think that CYPRX is a scam because instead of reading thoroughly through our website to fix the internal or external problems that they had themselves, they will always think it's a scam. They will never move past the blockade that they've created for themselves. Okay. So now we're going to get into, again, the opposite side of the spectrum, the mentality that you should have. I'm going to just take a second before I show you guys all the positive things that have come from CYPRX and show you the ins and outs of that. I keep looking at time because we have another call here at 11. I'm going to read some of this book. Let's stop share real fast. Okay. This book is one of the best books in my entrepreneurship journey. My screen is blurred, but it's called The Gate of Choice. Okay. And it's by Pajman Gadimi. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And I'm going to take some time and I'm going to read some of this. All right. And let's just correlate this to the mindset of the individuals that I just read through and showed you physical examples of before I show you the positivity that comes from CYPRX and all the individuals that CYPRX has helped and the individuals that are taking initiative and that have the mindset via the book, the scripture that I'm about to read to you all. Okay. So it's about 4 pages. Again, sorry that this video is taking long, but I have to get my point across. Please, people, if you're still here, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe. Feel the realness in my voice. Feel the sincerity of how just detrimental this is if you don't pay attention to this. And again, I'm not here to convince you. I don't care if you sign up to CYPRX or not. I hope that you do. I hope that you come on board our team, and I hope that you prosper from the education and the information that we provide. I want that for you. But it doesn't matter if I want that for you. You have to want that for yourself. I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to force you. I'm here to educate you. I'm here to provide you with value. And if you want access to that value, you have access to that value. That's the best part. But you have to make that choice, not me. There was a time when man was the byproduct of his aspiration. He sought the ability to transcend himself, living in a state of greatness and possibility, pushing the envelope of mastery. Today, man has been domesticated, living a life built with the boundaries established for him by others. He is entertained by meaningless technologies and concepts that have been given to him the idea of breaking free of his own limitations, giving himself not to mastery of his highest hopes and aspirations, but to the comforts of a master. We're going to continue. Boundaries of control are necessary to allow growth to take place on a physical and psyche level. Unfortunately, they can also become prisons of the mind because while we are thrown into our first boundaries of control, like education and religion, often by our loved ones, parents, or influential figures, we choose to stay in them based on our fears. We focus on saving and protecting what we have learned rather than growing to the next phase. This can be translated into simple examples focused around those who so deeply fear being poor that they become frugal and live an average life deprived of any pleasure versus those who aren't afraid to risk their savings to progress to a higher level of enjoyment. Does this not sound like the first couple of individuals I just showed you videos of? They're fearful. They're afraid. It is the basis of the fear mindset versus the abundance mindset. All the people that I just showed you videos of and live examples of through my email have the fear mindset and not the abundance mindset. And the people that I'm going to show you examples of once we get through reading this book inside the CYPRX community that have taken the leap of faith, that have risked their capital, that have made the decision to enlighten themselves, they have the abundance mindset. And I hope you listening make a choice proactively to have the abundance mindset after I get done this rant. While this section has no correlation to money, we can link many of the decisions around money to this, simply because man controls or is controlled by his money, and therefore money is an extension of your choices. Presented, we must learn to master each of these stages. The same happens in life. While we do not choose the circumstances we are born into, or the parents that we are given, or the social status of acceptance, we choose how we move forward in life, and we choose what we make of it, even when we disagree. The whole idea here is to no longer look at society as a giant trap or cage, like the individuals I just showed you in the video and the individual that emailed me. Rather, a stage of life that we must overcome. This perspective must be accepted in order to shift our minds from a state of dependency on a master to dependency on ourselves for mastery. Write that down, people. I cannot stress enough. This book is freaking powerful. Powerful book. Okay. The book goes on to continue. 2 more segments. It says, often misunderstood for arrogance by those who lack the most of it. Confidence is one of the most powerful tools that we as humans get to generate within the boundaries of control in early stages of our life. Gaining confidence is the result of controlled practice and limited environment. One of the reasons many people do not develop confidence is their inability to leverage those same control mechanisms because they deny that such mechanisms exist. This statement right here, they deny that such mechanisms exist, relates to the individual that called CYPRX a scam. You're denying that CYPRX provides opportunity, education, and value because you did not read the services that you were attempting to join. You get what I'm saying? To continue, you can evolve into the person who manipulates your environment in order to get what you want, rather than a person that expects their environment to help you attain what you want. Let's read that one more time. You can evolve into the person who manipulates your environment in order to get what you want, rather than expecting your environment to help you attain what you want. That statement right there is massive. So to all the individuals that I just showed you video clips of and live examples of through my email, they are individuals that are expecting their environment to give them what they want. They're not manipulating their environment. They're not taking advantage of opportunities. They're not giving keys and using those keys to open doors of opportunity themselves. They're expecting things. They're expecting handouts. They want ease of access. They want to be spoon-fed by their government. They want to be handed stimulus checks. They want to be handed good jobs. They don't want to go look for good jobs. They want to give somebody their capital to trade with. They don't want to trade their own capital, right? These are the types of people that will fail. They will never make it in life. They will never be successful. They will just never, ever come out on top. Now, let me show you. Let me show you the realness of this freaking community, because my God, it brings tears to my eyes that there are these types of people out there. And I just cannot, for the love of God, understand why people like the ones I just showed you exist compared to individuals like this, okay? This is an individual from what's inside the CYPRX community. They message, Tanner, I'm currently making about $80 a day on Aerodrome, about to deploy another $2,000 of my own capital in the next couple of days. So I will hopefully reach $100 a day soon. For the people that are reluctant to pay for the Wealth 28 Club membership Discord, all we can do is pray for them. My goal is to be making $250 plus per day by the end of the year. The amount of knowledge that we get from this community is immeasurable. There are mentors out there charging hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, not providing half of the value that the CYPRX team does. I have 3 kids, a wife, a dog, a job, a side business. I work out 4 to 5 days a week. I make time to further my education. If I can make time to do that with everything that I have going on, then you can too. We are witnessing a once in a lifetime opportunity here with DeFi and the cryptos that will be involved in the next financial system. Don't mess them up. Most days I'm exhausted beyond belief, but I make time. And I said, this is the type of attitude that I like to see. It's really sad to see people giving up on themselves simply because their mentality is not in the right place. But messages like this are motivating beyond words that can describe. And I'm just going to click through. Again, you guys can pause on your screen. Here's another individual, Derek, going on to say, I'm making $50 per day and at a steady growth pace. Here's another individual. Hi, just wanted to tell you that I joined the Wealth 28 Club, joined in Discord membership, and managed to provide liquidity to MAG XRP. And I'm making around roughly one day 198 XRP just by following the very easy instructions that Mr. Aquaman and CYPRX have provided. Would you look at that? Here's another example. Really wanted to thank everybody here. I'm super new to this community, but after signing up for the Discord and the Wealth 28 Club, and have been able to pull down a minimum of $100 per day in passive income using DeFi. And here's another one. Hello, I'm new to this community. Grateful I found it. About 40% through the Wealth 28 Club course, and I couldn't help myself but jumping into an XRP mag pool last night. Invested in 6,141 XRP and can now withdraw approximately 6,700 XRP. So I just made 559 XRP in 24 hours. That is enough to pay for the monthly membership 3 times over, by the way. Okay. And the examples go on. I'm just going to click through them. Here's another one. Angelo said, I already paid for my monthly membership in 3 days, thanks to CYPRX and the community, right? You have a member as long as you're posting. I'm reading. Been here since September. The examples go on. Okay. You can pause the screen and read them if you want. The reason why I'm showing you all this is because, again, the individual, Nasir, whom we started this call with, right, is thinking so close-minded. They're shutting themselves off from opportunity because of external factors that they've created for themselves, instead of looking internally and understanding that the problem is deep-rooted with inside themselves and not with our community, not with the information that we provide, and not with the route in which you have to take to get to that information, which is going through the process of reading the website, signing up, paying the fee, and then accumulating the information and applying it properly. All that is up to you. But again, because of external factors, these individuals will never make it in life. Now that I've shown you the mindsets of the 2 individuals, I hope that you all see the mindset that you need to have to become successful. So I said to you all here in this post, and again, because this is a DeFi call, so many people are complaining about being financially unfit. Yet panel discussions of banks and financial institutions are telling you all, sitting on stages publicly, telling you that the world is suffering, but telling you all that your money should be working for you.
One of the challenges that I feel most younger generations have is keeping up with what's happening in the economy today with inflation. If you go on TikTok or social media and you see post after post, it's like a trend right now where young people will talk about how they're just struggling to survive. Even though they're working a full-time job, they may be working multiple jobs, they don't feel like they're going to have the same opportunities as their parents to make ends meet. And a big piece of that is because of the money. And you mentioned Bitcoin having that limited supply. I'd love just to hear a little bit more about how you think about that.
Investing is, obviously, it's not a one-day thing. You have to, you talk about young people trying to get ahead. You want your money to work for you. Yeah. And if you are putting your money to work properly, it's just one of the great lessons in life. Otherwise, you have to work really, really hard if your money isn't working for you.
And everyone should have the opportunity to work hard, save, invest, create value for their families. I mean, that's why I think so many people have drawn to the United States, because of the opportunity to do just that. And our financial markets are the backbone of that opportunity. Let's switch gears into kind of where this is going. So we've talked about spot crypto ETFs. Let's talk about DeFi. This is an area where you guys, and you personally, have put a tremendous amount of thought. And you guys are really looking at it from the perspective of what you call responsible DeFi, because I think it's really interesting how you guys are embracing this concept of DeFi, and you're looking to work this into your offerings. You've made some speeches and some statements and some writings over the past couple of years where you talk about how you're embracing this concept of DeFi, and you think it can completely change the company of Wisdom Tree in the long term.
That you should be interested and invested in looking into DeFi, because these financial institutions this is the new wave, people, and I cannot stress enough, if you're not going to take advantage of this, then guess what? Somebody else will. And the people that are, like I just showed you, will come up and will come out on top over you. They will benefit, they will prevail, and you will continuously, like these individuals that I just showed you examples of, fall behind. Do not be that person. I cannot stress enough. Please don't be that person. Last but not least, when I show you this example, I said to you all, the beauty of building a DeFi passive income business lies in the initial investment of time and effort. Those are two things that 99% of individuals on this planet are not willing to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice time. You have to. You have to educate yourself. You have to go through the research process. You have to read documents, all the documents that we provide in the Discord, all the documents that we provide to our community. You have to sit through and watch the videos. I get it. It takes time. That's where effort comes in. You have to provide yourself massive amounts of effort up front at first. And I get it. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. But people that have literally told you on and examples that I just showed you don't have a lot of time, but somehow they're making it work, and so can you. What sacrifices can you make to squeeze in a study session, right? While the learning phase demands sufficient sacrifices, the systems you create in DeFi will eventually work for you with minimal maintenance. Desiring wealth is not about settling for average. It's about striving for excellence. It means setting yourself apart from the crowd, being relentless in your pursuit of financial success, right? Last but not least, I just wanted to show you a small example, okay? Now, I pulled profit on this specific liquidity pool that I'm in, USDC Klima, making me approximately 487% APR on Aerodrome Finance. I have roughly about $8,000 deployed. I pulled profit on this pool 2 days ago. And already in 2 days, this pool alone has yielded me over $250. I have about 45 bucks sitting in this pool, 67 bucks sitting in this pool. And I pulled profit. I pulled about $1,000 from DeFi last week. Okay. I cannot stress enough that there are opportunities, and this is just one of the many opportunities that I'm showing you all through DeFi that you have access to expand and grow your wealth. You're holding these digital assets, or you hold capital and cash reserves on the side. Do not complain about not being able to afford common goods. Do not complain about being able to scale and grow your wealth and waiting for a bull market, or complaining about XRP's price action, because you could be making your digital assets work for you. You could be expanding and earning yield on your $1,000, your $100 right now, taking advantage. It's sad to say that most people, even after watching this video, will not. You will constantly have the mindset of the first individuals that I showed you on. It's sad. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. 99% of people won't get it. They'll comment in the description, oh, this is a scam. Whoa, YouTube comments, blah, blah, blah. Get wrecked. We will move on without you. And that is the fact. Remember I said at the beginning of this video breakdown, I'm tired of being soft. You will not make it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you become financially successful or not. That's the truth. And when you understand that truth, you understand that your financial freedom, your success relies on you to take advantage of opportunities when they come about, not waiting for them to fall in your freaking lap. Here at CYPRX, we provide that opportunity for you. We deliver education and value on a consistent daily basis, and you have access to that. Yeah, you got to pay a small fee, because we're not going to sit here and sacrifice all our time to create all the content that we've created for our private community and give it away for free. That makes absolutely no sense. And in any business model, that doesn't even make sense. Okay. But for the amount that we charge for the value that you get, it is extremely beneficial. And those individuals that are willing to take advantage of that, I know you will. You're going to hear the sincerity in my voice. You're going to come into the community and you're going to be like, dang, wow. Spitting facts. The individuals that stay on the outside, blessings to you. I wish you the best. And we're going to constantly get this flow of people that disagree, that agree. The people that agree, I want to watch you prosper. I want to watch you benefit. I'm excited for your newly found wealth that you're going to come into. I'm excited for you to experience that. The people that don't, good luck. What is the term from freaking the Hunger Games? May the odds forever be in your favor, right? Because they're not going to be, because you're not looking internally, and you will continue to blame external factors. Moral of the story is, don't be like the individuals in the first part of this video that I showed you. Get this book, Okay. Free advertisement right here for this gentleman, Pajman Gadimi, because this man was on another level when he wrote this book. Cannot stress enough to build the foundational mindset that you need to become successful. Everybody thinks it's about hitting a button and earning money, putting money into an application and earning money. Earning money in these markets has nothing to do with putting money into the markets. Yeah, that's a small percentage of the pie, but it has everything to do with mindset. When you can build the proper foundation via the mindset that you hold, you will then become successful. Many blessings to you guys. I got to go. I got to start the other call. I cannot stress enough. Please take advantage of the opportunity while it lasts. Visit CYPRXtrading.com. Come on board. We'd love to have you on the team. Right now, if you go to our website and you join the CYPRX Wealth 28 Club, you can see heading over here that there is a small discount code that you can apply at checkout. It's not a lot, but again, 28 bucks is already a discounted fee in my personal opinion. It'll give you a slight little tiny discounted percentage off. You can join the DeFi University. You can join like-minded individuals. Keep in mind, joining the Discord is a separate surplus charge, but again, very well worth it in my personal opinion to have a team of like-minded individuals to answer questions for you, mentors that deliver answers to anything that you might have, right? Moving forward, I cannot stress enough, please start looking internally instead of blaming external factors on your problems. Take advantage of opportunities instead of waiting for them to fall in your lap. Change your mindset and your life will start to change. Many blessings to you guys. As always, be cognizant, be aware out there. Watch out for these bozos that are trying to drag you down. And I hope that you all prevail. Many blessings. I'll see you guys in the next one.